everybody, I'm your pet-friendly pet reporter Buffy here for Pet Friendly Services of Indiana. You know us because of the license plate, the pet-friendly license plate, the only one in Indiana with the dog and the cat. Now, did you know that the pet-friendly license plate actually helps animal rescues, animal shelters, and people of low income in Indiana that want to do the right thing by spay and neutering their dogs and cats but can't afford it? But also community cat programs. Community cat programs that do Trap-Neuter-Return, TNR, very popular in the state of Indiana. We work with hundreds of them in the state of Indiana. And today we actually got to join Indy Neighborhood Cats in helping to relocate some kitties to a beautiful farm property in Zionsville, Indiana, and get them acclimated to their new home. And we're gonna take a peek right now.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I work with Indy Neighborhood Cats, and today we have just introduced 6 new kitties to their new barn home. Typically, Indy Neighborhood Cats works with TNR, which is Trap-Neuter-Return, which is a super important program that helps manage stray cat populations. When cats are left to their own devices, they breed very quickly, so our goal is to get them fixed, vaccinated, and returned back to where they came from. The return part is key because once they're back in their colony, they'll help manage the population in that area. If we remove cats, typically we see new unfixed cats show up within a year or two. So the return part of TNR is critical. However, sometimes we do encounter situations where cats are not in safe situations. For example, neighbors are threatening them, or maybe there's just too many cats for the people around there to handle. There might be a lot of disease spreading through the cats, so sometimes we do have to thin the populations a little bit. And in that case, we relocate them to wonderful places like this, which is a barn up in Zionsville. So here we have 6 kitties. They are in pairs, and they're each set up in a large dog cage. Each cage has a shelter for them. In this case, it's a styrofoam cooler for them to hide in and keep warm in because the nights are going to be a little bit chilly over the next few weeks. They have food and water, and they have litter boxes. This setup is key for introducing cats to a new location because if you were to just release them, they wouldn't know where they are and they might run off and never be seen again. So this transition process helps make sure that they learn the new environment slowly. The caretaker here, or the property owner, is going to feed them every day and get them used to the people that live here. So slowly but surely the cats will kind of learn who their new family is. And the goal is that in 3 to 4 weeks they will be released into this area, and they'll have a nice barn structure to use as a shelter, but they'll also have several acres of property to run around on. They also work as great mouse control. So if you are interested in adopting some barn cats, feel free to reach out to Indy Neighborhood Cats.
Well, that sounds perfect. And did you know that communities that have community cat programs have a lower rate of euthanasia of their dogs in the local shelters? Yeah, that's because the shelters can use their resources to focus more on the dogs. So here we are. We wanted to check in on those precious little kitties on their new lease on life. And today we have with us the owners of those beautiful kitties. We have Scarlett, Natasha, Sienna, and Colton. Thank you so much for having us here today, guys. Tell us, Natasha, what has it been like to have these beautiful babies on your property?
Oh, it's been so fantastic. You know, the 6 of them are like new family members. We get so excited to see them every day. They're doing really, really well on the property.
That is wonderful. What kind of things do you see them doing?
So we see them running around. I was actually saying earlier on, when I walk out of the house to call them at night to eat dinner, they run up towards me. So I'm sure they're probably running around the entire property.
I love it. Have there been any issues or concerns whatsoever?
No. I was a little worried at first when we let them out of the cages, but shortly after, just feeding them regularly at the same time every day, they stuck around.
I love it. How do you think they feel about being here on this property?
I think that they love it, and I think that they're actually loving us and getting a little bit, more comfortable of being around us.
And speaking of us, how do you all feel about these great little babies here?
They're fantastic.
You love them? What do you love about them?
They're always running around.
Always running around. Yeah,
Really energetic.
good. How does it make you feel as a family knowing that you helped rehabilitate kitty cats that were somewhere where they weren't going to be happy or healthy to a beautiful setting like this with your barn and your home and your great family? How does it make you feel?
Oh, it makes me feel like I wish we could bring them all here. You know, it's very fulfilling knowing that we could at least give 6 more kitties a good life.
That is wonderful. Now, somebody that's watching this, what would you tell them about having a community cat program, TNR?
You know, I would say that if you have a bit of land and, you know, an empty barn, and if you wouldn't mind feeding a couple of cats, you know, every day, they're really, really easy to take care of. They pretty much take care of themselves, and they're really a delight to have.
Sounds like a win-win for everybody. For more information on community cat programs and TNR, go to our website at petfriendlyservices.org. For Pet Friendly Services of Indiana, I'm your pet-friendly pet reporter, Buffy Phyne. We'll see you soon.